Hello everyone and welcome to another Maths tutorial video. Now I'll be discussing Form 5 Additional Mathematics Chapter 8 Probability Distributions Long Question Example 1 Part 2. Okay, before that, please like this video to show your support and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming mathematics tutorial videos in the future. Alright, let me read the example 1 question now. 2% of the batteries produced by a factory are not in satisfactory condition. In a sample of 8 batteries chosen at random, calculate the probability that less than 2 batteries are not in satisfactory condition, at least 3 batteries are not in satisfactory condition. Alright guys, I hope you will attempt this question in the future. If you could manage to solve this question, well done guys. But if you can't solve this question, no worries, I'm going to show you the step-by-step working and the solutions now. Okay, without further delay, let's go to the solutions now. So we're going to start off to solve the question part A followed by the question part B. Okay, the question part A asks to find the less than 2 batteries are not in satisfactory condition. The probability value guys. Okay, let us start. So the first step is we need to identify the probability of success, which is the small letter P over here guys. Okay, so in this case your P is equals to 2%. So 2% we can also convert it into fraction form, which is equals to 2 over 100. And this value we can change it into the decimal value, which is 0.02. Okay, so this is your first step. Okay, moving on to the second step. So the second step is we need to find the probability of failure. Okay, so as we know that probability of failure Q is equals to 1 minus P. So P you have already found out in the step 1, which is 0.02. So to find Q is 1 minus 0.02. From here you get your Q value is 0.98. Okay, so we already got our step 1 and step 2. Let's move to the third step, which is find the number of trials, which is the n value over here. Okay, from the question it's given that our n is equals to 8. How I got the n equals to 8? Okay, let me pull down the question paper. So I hope you are aware that the question I've mentioned here is that in a sample of 8 batteries chosen at random. So this 8 is actually the number of trials guys. Okay, as I've mentioned in the previous part 1 video in my notes, I've mentioned that these 3 steps are crucial whenever you want to solve a binomial distribution. By the way guys, if you haven't watched the part 1 video, I strongly recommend you to watch the part 1 video now, because if you watch the part 1 video, you will have a better understanding to solve the upcoming exercise video. So I've included the link above, so you can press on it and go to the part 1 video. Okay, let us continue to discuss the solution for part A. Okay, we already have the number of trials, probability of failure and probability of success. Now we can proceed to find our probability that given by the question, which is less than 2 batteries are not in satisfactory condition, which is x is less than 2 guys. Okay, so let us proceed from here. So from here, probability of x less than 2, we can have 2 possibilities over here, where you can have your probability in a bracket x equals to 0 plus with your probability x equals to 1. Since it's less than 2 over here, so you need to have 0 and 1. Okay, so let us continue from here. So in this step, we're going to use the formula P in a bracket x equals to r equals to NCR times with P to the power of r Q to the power of n minus r. Okay, by the way guys, please don't get confused here. This P is a small letter p and this P is a capital letter P. Okay, please don't get confused. This P stands for the probability and this one stands for the probability of success. Okay, this is to find the overall probability value. That's why it in the capital letter and this P is in the small letter. Okay, let us continue. So from here we use these values to calculate the respective formula. So 8CO, given the number of trials is 8, so 8C0, and then in the bracket the probability of success is 0.02 okay, times with the number of success is 0, and then the probability of failure 0.98 in the bracket power of 8 plus with 8C1 in the bracket 0.02 to the power of 1 times with 0.98 to the power of 7. Okay, you should calculate this and you should get your answer 0.9897. So this is your answer, guys. Okay. You might be asking, how do you know that 0.02 is the probability of success? Okay, let me pull back the question again. If you look in the question paper, they are emphasizing that emphasizing the probabilities are not in satisfactory conditions repeatedly. So that means that the question is mentioning that not in satisfactory condition is the probability of success. Okay, that is the requirement of the question. So you need to know what is the requirement of the question, guys, so that it's easier for you to find the probability of success. Okay, once you've already find the question part A, let us move on to the question part B, where they ask us to find at least 3 batteries are not in satisfactory condition. Okay, let me turn to the next page, so please hold on for a moment. Okay, to find the probability for at least 3 batteries are not in satisfactory condition, so we need to set our binomial distribution probability in a bracket x more than equals to 3. Okay, in this case our number of trials, if you look over here, is from 0 to 8. So 8 number of trials you are taking. Okay, if you decide to calculate from probability x equals to 3, you can actually calculate 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, but then this working is tedious. Okay, it will take you a long time for you to complete this. So there is an alternative way, guys, for you to actually solve this question. So what is the alternative way? Okay, as you know over here, the summation of the probability from 0 to 8 is 1. Okay, so from here what we're going to do, this 1 we're going to minus with the probability of x less than 3, which is probability of x equals to 0, x equals to 1, and x equals to 2. So if you minus this, indirectly you will get these values over here. So it actually saves you a lot of time, guys. Okay, proceed to the step. So from here you calculate 1 minus probability x is less than 3 equals to 1 minus probability x is equals to 0 minus probability x is equals to 1 minus probability x is equals to 2. Okay, so since your number of trials doesn't change, is equals to 8, your probability of success is equals to 0.02, and your probability of failure is equals to 0.98. Okay, these 3 value is important. So when you have these 3 values, we can proceed to calculate these probabilities, guys. Okay, so 1 minus 8C0 in a bracket 0.02 to the power of 0 times it 0.98 to the power of 8 minus 8C1 in a bracket 0.02 to the power of 1 times it 0.98 to the power of 7 minus 8C2 in a bracket 0.02 to the power of 2 in a bracket 0.98 to the power of 6. So 1 you minus with all these respective probabilities. When you calculate, you should get your answer 0.004155. Okay, that's all for my step-by-step explanation, guys. Okay, let me turn back to the question paper for your reference. So please hold on for a moment. Okay, that is all for my step-by-step explanation and solution for this video. Any question or feedback, feel free to put in the comment section. And before that, please tell me in the comment section, guys, how do you find out this question? Is this question easy or difficult? And could you manage to solve this question? Okay. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more upcoming mathematics tutorial videos in the future. Alright guys, thank you everyone for your support, and I will see you in the next video.